You've never seen him. You don't know the area. You don't know what is happening. That is what I have told Senator Muranga to tell Irungu.
Moreover, Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has vowed to intensify the fight against political goons, warning that the government will not tolerate violence orchestrated by criminal gangs. Speaking during a church service in Bungoma County, Murkomen directed security agency to take firm actions against politicians accused of ferrying goons to disrupt public gatherings. He said the country must put an end to political violence and assured Kenyans that measures have been put in place to restore peace and protect lives and property. The Interior CS also called on political leaders to embrace peaceful, issue-based politics ahead of the 2027 general election. Take a look at that.
Changamoto kubwa sana katika Kakamega County na hii Western ni mambo ya kutumia vijana kama goons na kama gangs. Sijui 42 brothers, 47 brothers, kuangaisha familia, kuangaisha wamama, watu hawaendi biashara zao kwa njia inayofaa. The same gangs ndio wanaiba ng'ombe, wanaingiza kwa probox, wanaenda kuuza huko Siaya na wakupeleka huko mbele. Mimi nimewaambia county security team they must be very firm. We must be firm. Bishop, niliaibika sana. I think wewe ndio ulikuwa kwa hiyo kanisa ama ni bishop mwingine ambapo wanasiasa walipigana mbele ya mazishi. Yeah, watu wakapigwa mpaka mtu mwingine pia akakufa. Alafu tena hiyo familia yenye walikuwa wanazika, I think it was a former chief or something. Yeah, wakawaachwa na mwili, wanasiasa wamekwenda na gunzi yao wameondoka. That is not acceptable. And I therefore call upon the county commissioner and the county security team. You must not relent in fighting gangs and goons in Kakamega and any part of this country. Bwana county commissioner, tunaenda uchaguzi. Usipembereze mtu. Wacha ni blamiwe mimi kwa kukua ngumu kwa magoons na gangs. But that is okay because mimi nataka kisasi kijacho bado ikuwe na nafasi ya uongozi katika nchi yetu. Bishop, I want to pledge to you like I have pledged I pledge to the president and the government that we are going to do everything to deal with goons and gangs that have terrorized innocent citizens in this region and in the entire country. Na tumeanza tayari hapa Kitale tulikuwa tumehangaishwa na magangs hapo, tumenyorosha. Sasa wamama wanauza mboga mpaka saa 2 usiku kwa sababu sasa wako katika amani. Mimi I promise you Bishop, sasa tunapanga na Inspector General of Police, kuna maofisa 10,000. Tumekuwa na shortage ya maofisa kwa sababu hatuki recruit kwa long time. Kuna 10,000 police officers tuliwa recruit, wanatoka kwa mwezi 2. Wakikuja tunaongeza kikosi yenye itakuwa na special responsibility ya kumaliza gangs kwa Kenya. Kemu yote yenye tutakuwa na gangs na goons, tutawatuma wanyoroshe hawa, wawashike, wawapelekea hatua ya kisheria, ndio tuweze tukasafisha sehemu hii ikuwe ni mahali ambapo watu wakietembea hawatembei kwa waziwazi wakiona kwamba watatembelewa na wako.
Let's take a short commercial break. We'll be back with more news updates.
Dreaming of a career in journalism, television or digital media? Join Cityscope Technical Training College and gain hands-on training in television production, journalism and news production, and digital media and content creation. Learn from experienced media professionals and develop the practical skills needed to succeed in today's fast-growing media. Enroll today and start your journey toward a rewarding media career. For inquiries, call 0726-324-028 or email us at cityscopetv@gmail.com or visit our website at www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Technical Training College. Think, believe, and achieve.
Thank you so much for staying with us with Scoop News at 1. And as we are continuing, Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen. Sorry for that. The administration of President William Ruto says it remains committed to promoting equitable development across all regions of the country. According to the government, major infrastructure and development projects are currently being implemented in Nyanza, the Rift Valley, in the Mount Kenya region, northern, eastern, and the coast part of inclusive national development agenda. The administration says the objective is to ensure that no part of Kenya is left behind, with leaders expressing confidence that the ongoing projects are improving livelihoods and supporting economic growth. The government is now calling for future generations while supporting long-term economic stability and strategic investments.
And the senator has said that the people of this region have always wanted one of their own to ascend to the presidency. And that has been on account of the historical discrimination that has happened with the successive administrations. But we finally have President Ruto that is doing things that the people of this region long yearned for. That it is possible for someone who is not one of you to be at the helm, to deliver for you, even when you don't vote for him. That for the first time we have Dr. William Ruto doing that for the region of Nyanza. He's doing it for Rift Valley. He's doing it for Mount Kenya region. He's doing it for Northeastern region. He's doing it for the coastal region. There is not a single inch of this republic that is left behind. And that is why we have agreed in one accord that we need to sustain the developments that we are seeing under the leadership of President Ruto. And that is why next year, when the rest of the country will give him a second chance to run and to lead for the remainder of the 5 years taking us to 2032, as a people of Homa Bay, as a people of this region, together with the rest of the country, we will give him that vote of confidence.
Kenya is taking a significant step towards securing its economic future through the recently established Kenya Sovereignty Wealth Fund, an initiative aimed at preserving a share of revenues generated from the country's natural resources, including minerals and petrols, for future generations, while supporting long-term economic stability and strategic investments. The development is expected to have a positive impact on Siaya County, which is rich in mineral resources and hosts ongoing gold mining activities. Future revenues from the sector. Let's take a look at that.
Last week, His Excellency the President assented to the Sovereign Wealth Fund bill. And part of what this is expected to achieve is to ensure that as we exploit our resources, we think about the future generations, whether it's in oil, whether it's gold, or other minerals. Now in Siaya, we are lucky we have some gold deposits, amongst many other minerals. And as we exploit this, we must create a conducive environment, first of all for private sector to prosper, but also to follow through so that the benefits that accrue out of our resources. As a government, we have a plan to ensure that we also take care of the future generations. And if there could be any issues, like we have observed recently, we must work closely with the leaders, we must work closely with the government agencies, together with the private sector, to resolve those issues. Secondly, there are plans to do the nuclear plant in Siaya County again. This is going to help and accelerate our industrialization process. It's going to help us to address the challenge of electricity and power, because we are not going to develop, we are not going to industrialize, and we are not going to transform this country if we don't have adequate power. There are ongoing conversations, and I'm sure the states will speak to it, that requires that we pull together so that we don't lose the opportunity to reap the dividends that will accrue to the people of Siaya, but also most important.
ODM National Chairperson Gladys Wanga has defended the party's broad-based cooperation with President William Ruto's administration, saying the decision was made deliberately and with a clear political agenda. Speaking at a public event, Wanga criticized the opposition, describing it as disorganized, divided, and lacking leadership direction and presidential candidate. She claimed internal wrangles among opposition leaders were weakening their coalition. The Homa Bay governor also took aim at former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, accusing him of being a divisive leader who has not yet been brought. He also added that the opposition's internal conflict demonstration why ODM remains committed to the broad-based political arrangement. Take a look at that.
ODM, we are very clear. We are in the broad-based arrangement consciously, because what we are seeing in the disorganized, disunited, confused opposition, they have no agenda, they have no leader, they have no manager, they have nowhere they are going, they have no candidate, wanapigana, na mimi nimeona hata Gachagua sasa ameanza kupigana na Kang'ata na wale wengine wote. Let me tell you, these people who are following the united opposition, the disorganized, agendaless opposition, there is nowhere Gachagua can take you, because he is the most divisive person. Yeye kazi yake itakuwa ni kuharibu hiyo opposition, kuhakikisha kwamba opposition mzima imesambaratika. Hiyo ndio kazi yake. Wale wanafuata huko shauri yao. Sisi tumesema tuko broad base. Wale wako opposition, watu wavae jazi, kila mtu avae jazi yake. Game ni 90, watu waingie kwa uwanja, tuanze mapambano. Saa 2 asubuhi tutakuwa tumeshinda hiyo timu ya confused elements. Nyasaye buedu, nyasaye ritu, nyasaye umudalete, akele pasanaka.
And finally, Homa Bay Senator Moses Kajwang has defended the broad-based partnership between ODM and President William Ruto's administrations, saying the move is in the best interest of both the party and the country. Speaking during a political gathering, Kajwang praised ODM party leader Dr. Oburu Odinga for supporting the ongoing cooperation with President Ruto, arguing that development should not be viewed through the lens of tribal politics. The senator said Nyanza has witnessed significant development under the current administration, adding that Kenya needs leaders who prioritize national unity and development over ethnic consideration. Kajwang further maintained that ODM remains committed to working with President William Ruto. Take a look at that.
Dr. Oburu, you are doing the right thing. You are making the right decisions, not just for Luoland, but for ODM and the country called Kenya. For a long time, we thought that we needed a Luo to be president for Nyanza to be developed. And yet, William Ruto is not Luo, and is doing a lot of great things in Nyanza. All you need is a nationalist leader like William Ruto. You do not need a tribalist to run Kenya. And that is why we are working with William Ruto. We are going to work together in the next election. And someone said we will be pulled out by force. We will not be pulled out by force, because we are not going anywhere. Hatutoki, hatubanduki, sababu hiyo ndiyo njia ambayo itatupeleka Canaan. Na hiyo ndio njia ambayo itatupatia power. Sababu hatuwezi kaa bila power. Sisi tunataka nini? Power. So, Dr. Oburu, don't be worried about some of the noises people are making here and there. Some of them are my colleagues, some of them are my age mates who are young enough to be your sons. You are making the right decisions for the republic called Kenya. And we are not going to reduce Dr. Oburu to a dual leader. The arrangements they are making with William Ruto are covering the entire Republic of Kenya. Each of our counties, there is 500 million for a county aggregation and industrial park. Every county has a market. Every county has affordable housing. Every county has road programs going on. In Nairobi, Raila Amolo Odinga Stadium. In Kisumu, SGR. In Kisumu, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital. Thurwa Homa Bay, you can see all the roads. On Lake Victoria, there is a ferry coming. In Rusinga Island, there is lamb all over Rusinga Island. In Mfangano Island, there is lamb coming to Mfangano Island. In Kapsingri and Gwasi, there is lamb coming to Kapsingri and Gwasi. In Nuru, Kipasi, Yamaji, that area of Lambwe, there is lamb that Madi is bringing there. Omeranga tokabe tober manaya.
Dreaming of a career in journalism, television, or digital media? Join Cityscope Technical Training College and gain hands-on training in television production, journalism and news production, and digital media and content creation. Learn from experienced media professionals and develop the practical skills